What's up, guys? How are you? Today we meet up with Pera after a long time.
Very good. The truth is yes.
You're going to show us the cheapest bikes from 360Bs because you mentioned that there's a new one that you didn't have before and that it's the cheapest, but we're going to do a top 3 to see more options.
Exactly. We're going to show 3 of the most affordable bicycles, but I want to see if you're capable of identifying them in the store. I've moved them around a bit. I have to tell you that I've moved the veil a little, and I want you to, not too much though, but I think let's see if you can detect with your knowledge which are the 3 bikes and in order of cheapest, which doesn't mean the best or both bad.
Okay, so we're going to do a little comparison between the 3 cheapest ones, and we're going to see if the cheapest one is really worse or better than the other 2. Okay, let's go then. Let's look directly now. Here there is, as you can see, a lot of variety, huh? It's difficult. I see that there are also bikes here.
The bikes on the right are usually customers' bikes when you see a moment like this. Or is it reserved? This one here is already reserved too, or are they customers' bikes? So you should mainly focus more on the left. Okay,
so of the 3 cheapest, the most expensive, I'm confused, I think?
the most expensive one.
Yes.
It's below 400 euros.
Wow, okay, well,
That is to say, don't look for a bicycle with good parts.
I think that's the Radio Rebo. I think it has to be around here. The most expensive one, the Rebo must be the second because it used to be the cheapest, so we know they've removed it.
You know, huh?
And it has to be one of the Sundays. These ones here, because I think it's more expensive.
Correct?
One of these 2 is the most expensive within the cheapest ones.
Carrier is coming with material. Sorry, we're back. A carrier is arriving with material because we don't stop and we sell more and more online. Yes, thanks. Okay, so the Rebo is among the 3 cheapest ones.
That was obvious.
It was obvious. Okay, it has always been the Radio Bikes bike that we work with here, the cheapest in the store. But now we have 2 others that are also in the running. Sandy, the other brand is Sunday. Okay, but you have to know which model because here we have several Sandy, as you can see. So you have
one of these 2.
Let's see, try to find an obvious difference.
Okay, let's see. Let's get into mode.
Both have integrated headsets. Okay, both come with a 9-tooth driver.
This one looks better. This looks better. What's by the saddle, the feel, the what? If the clamp here. This one doesn't have one. This one does. It's a yes. It's like a clue, right? That.
Well, I think there's something that crucial.
Okay, wait.
There's something that makes a significant difference. The weight and the price.
Of course, but I don't know that. I haven't lifted them to see which one weighs more.
Well, you can see it with your eyes. I'm gonna give you a hint, okay? It's not the frame. It's not the wheels either. It's not the handlebars either.
The fork?
It's not the fork that's missing either.
The wheel?
We told you, the cranks. Guys, look at the bottom bracket shell.
Wow, okay.
Okay, here we have a box.
Okay, I hadn't noticed. It's hidden. We have, after Jesus had come closer. Of course, it was covered.
Here on the box, this Sandy model has an American bottom bracket shell. And the other model you were telling me about, okay, which is the primer, already has a Emid bottom bracket shell with sealed bearings. So that quickly determines that this model is superior to that one. But we don't know.
So wait, of the 3 BMX bikes, which is the most expensive in the store, is the Rebo, the cheapest one from before, the most expensive now, right?
Exactly, because we've gotten more affordable deals than the Radio Revo.
Okay, so we can see the characteristics more or less. Can you give us a TAC
Of the Revo,
Revo? Of course, quickly.
the Rebo is an entry-level bike, a 20-inch controlled size 420, which we have to differentiate. 20-inch wheel and 20-inch frame size, because many people think that going with 20 is just one measurement. No, it could be that the frame is also a bit larger. Logically. So it has a typical loose ball headset, single wall rims, loose ball hubs, both front and rear, an American bottom bracket shell, which is this large loose ball type, and everything is made of high tin, which is the most basic, most economical steel. It's called an entry-level bike because a year ago it was the cheapest one we had. And now, for beginners, we have 2 better options.
2 options.
It's a lot, huh?
Okay, so the second most expensive, yes, of the cheap ones, it has to be this one, the Shanghai.
What we're incorporating as a novelty, especially Jesus, is the integrated headset, as you can see. So this one I recommend for a rider who is growing, and it's like their second BMX, because what you're incorporating is that the front end is already harder, is stronger, but it's still cheaper than the radio bikes.
Okay, and one question. This BMX is roughly for what height and this other one for what height not?
Both are 20-inch
Weights, they are 20-inch for riders of 1 meter 50 to 1 meter 60
or
more
less.
or
At
less.
1.60 meters, it already starts to feel a bit big. And at 1.60 meters to 1.65 meters or more to stretch it, but the BMX already feels small. This one goes for $399.95. This one is a little cheaper, $389.95, and with integrated headset, sealed bearings. But we have a more affordable one that for me, I think is better.
Even better.
Better, especially since we're talking about entry-level bikes. Of course, okay. And for a boy or girl who doesn't weigh much either, because we're talking about 1 meter 65 maximum. How much do you weigh now? Strong now, of course. Well, you already have a level. For a boy or girl starting with 60 kilos, 55, 50, I think something else is needed that you're not going to see.
Okay, so we can say that this Sandy is better than the Revo while being cheaper.
Yes, I swear.
Interesting. It's very interesting. Maybe the Revo is a very good bike to start with.
Yes, we've sold a lot of them and it's been a top seller. And we've even made some videos with you about entry-level bikes. But that always represents, we look for the best option for our customers without having to make a lot of money. In other words, this model isn't from this year, but the one from this year costs you 200 or 250 euros more, and it's the same. The only things that change are the stickers, maybe the shape of the tire, but mechanically the quality is the same Oriole. So here we always offer the best.
Well, let's go find the BMX that is now the cheapest in the whole store, which is a new model that I think is this one. Let's see. Just kidding, maybe chi.
Ready to take your tricks to the next level? Finger BMX and Finger Scooter, the action fits in the palm of your hand. Master new tricks, challenge your friends, and create your own park. Finger BMX and Scooter, unlimited fun. Now available at trs60bc.net. Finger Bar, BMX, link in the description.
You're going to see it's complicated because, of course, Pipo isn't Sandy either. This one isn't. This one is much better, I think. But is he trolling us here? And it's not around here because I'm not seeing anything that's even close to being cheaper, right? But just tell me that clue.
True.
Okay, so it has to be here if you're the customer. Is Sandy here? Yes, she is.
It's the same model because this is the same one. It's in red. Okay, you can find it on the website.
These don't count, right? Because it's the same size.
We're talking about 20-inch wheels, not 16 or 18.
These are from Ruse. Well, there are fewer options left. Okay, there are some here, but are they also customer bikes?
Well, this is an assembly. I still have to finish assembling it, but
I
no.
think I found it now.
Yes.
Is this the cheapest BMX at 360 BS?
Yes.
Yes?
It comes assembled with a brake, okay, which we've removed because later we have to do something very interesting, okay, with this model. And well, I want you to try to figure out what the big improvement is that this BMX has compared to the previous two we saw earlier.
It took me a while to see it.
Yes, because it's not easy to see. It's a bit hidden here. They put a lot of effort into it.
Okay, I'm seeing something here.
Wow, that was quick.
Look, now, yes.
With everything slow, look, wait, look. This one might be confusing because from afar, it might look like it has an integrated headset. But here, what the people from Verde have done, this brand is called Verde, okay, it's red. You wouldn't believe what they have to put up with. What this brand has done, which is interesting, is paint the cups, which are always black, red. So aesthetically, it looks nicer.
So this one has
It has loose balls. It has loose balls.
It didn't seem like it, huh?
Correct. They've really put in the work here because aesthetically it's good, but it's a 20-inch entry-level bike, but it has two improvements, which is what you saw quickly. And Yuri was indeed sharp there.
The bearings?
But where?
In the front hub.
In the rear.
I didn't notice, to be honest. I haven't had
Look
time.
at the driver. Look at the driver. You won't see it here. Well, it can't be done because it comes covered with a little rubber sleeve.
I understand that, yes, I've never seen a bike that...
Exactly. So this model comes with a 20-inch frame, tubes of the same quality as the other two models, but with both hubs, front and rear, sealed. This makes the bike ride much smoother.
And, of course...
Bottom bracket, and also with bearings.
Better than the Sandy?
That is to say, we would have the improved bottom bracket, we have the improved wheels, the headset. It's true that it's like the Radio Revo.
The only sticker.
But it's cheaper than the other two.
Just translate this. Don't tell me the price. Let's see if I can guess. The second cheapest was 369
with 95.
It's cheaper, guys. What does that mean? Before I say it, put it in the comments to see who guesses. Okay, this BMX from the Verde brand, that is red.
It also comes in champagne color in case anyone wants champagne.
Look, let's make a deal. If I guess it, you give me the BMX and we do a challenge and give it away.
It could be seen on my face, like how let's see, explain it to me.
If I guess right.
If I guess the price right,
If I guess the price plus or minus 10 euros.
I'll forgive you €1. I'll only forgive you €1, man.
Not 5 euros.
Do you want to give it away?
I want you to give it to me. I'm gonna put it to the test.
Yes.
And then I'll give it away in Valencia.
Okay, come on. Yes, come on.
Okay.
No. I've been thinking about it.
This. Difficult, guys. This is for you. I want to give away a BMX on the channel. And this one, I think it's pretty
Well,
good.
it's a good entry-level bike. And why do I say what I like more than the other two? Because there are many tracks. Tracks are being made all over Spain. And it's
I have one next to my house that they've made.
and it's super cool for starting to practice BMX and getting technique and endurance. So the sealed components work super well, but I was saying that a person who's starting doesn't really need the integrated headset. But on the other hand, the bearings in the wheels are much more useful because they make the bike faster.
Okay, I'll say 370.
370. Well, I gave you a margin of €1. No, I didn't give you €1. Let's see. It's 369 with 95. So you were off by 5 cents. You get it. You get it for Valencia. Yuri almost took it like that. He almost didn't get it.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to guess right, but does this bike also have an Inglada code?
Also, of course, it says everything that's on the page except the assemblies. Since they are super tight on price, anything that people can buy on the web, we'll do it on top.
You have to deduct 36.9, so what would be the final price? Say it.
If you're gonna see it, I need to know it. For less than €350, you have an entry-level bike with a bottom bracket, bearings, and hubs with bearings. The rims are single wall like the other two. The frame is made of
The cheapest bike.
like the other two, but it's €350, guys, in 2 colors, not green. Sorry.
That's weird, right? The Verde brand not being green, but what other
In
color?
champagne.
Okay, we'll put it on the screen. I don't know what colors, but the
Champagne, yes, it's like a brownish gold.
Jesus would like it to fold the luxury. Okay, well, how cool. Well, I think I'll take it.
Well, now I'll send you a photo and you can put it here wherever you want. And that's it. And how are you going to test it? Did he tell you to test it first?
I'll test it like that because I came with Thiago and it seems to me, and if we make a video trying to see if it holds up,
It seems
right.
absolutely fantastic
Well,
to me.
now
Look,
it's mine. I mean, I don't have to ask your permission.
you can do whatever you want with it. Let's see. It has to tell you that the bike comes with Xeno, okay? You know that? No, that there's no problem.
Okay, and this is also 20? It's just
20,
that
20,
I don't
20,
know.
20. This one, it's not very tall. It must be 8. Is it short? No, it's an entry-level bike that's making noise. The comments from those two are their thing. I'm not getting involved here, or I'll end up losing. Okay, I saw the 3 pieces. Watch out, your foot's behind. Maybe he's seeing if you want it for Thiago, and we cut the handlebars a bit. Because if this kid does one thing, if the thing does anything, it's more pins. So it's a little, I'll cut a little.
We're going to cut it. We're going to make it nice and we'll take it, okay? And of this bike specifically, are there many left or how? No.
It's true that there
They-
aren't many left at this price. Are they going to fly? Are you going to come back? Now, one thing we're doing, 2 little things on the website. Now, you can also by applying your code with Klarna, which means you pay in 3 installments. 0 interest is also a cool thing. And many people are also, what they're doing is paying us a deposit. And the following month we send it because we ship all over Spain for free. Okay? You know it now. So, nothing else. We'll cut the handlebars and you take it there.
Well, this will be in the next video, guys, because we're going to make a video now with Thiago, who's sleeping since we came from Valencia at 6 a.m. We're going to go to Marbella to test this bike and see if it holds up. If it doesn't hold up, we're not going to give it away. So now we're going to go to Marbella to test if this BMX holds. We came from Valencia and it held up. Next Saturday, April 5th, we're going to do the challenge of the last one to let go of this BMX at the time that's appearing on screen at the Gulliver Park in Valencia. And whoever lasts the longest will take this awesome BMX so they can start. Thanks to 360BS and to me for guessing, otherwise we wouldn't have taken it. And nothing else. If you're interested in buying it, I'm gonna leave the link below in the description, and with my Inglada code it will be 36 point, how much was it? 36.0 with 36.09 cheaper, okay? And little else guys, I'm going to leave the link to the City Legends app below in the description, in case you want the most complete map of spots, and we'll see you in the next video. Guys, boom fresh!